What if the Earth wasn't actually our home at all, but a giant amusement park for aliens? And here's the kicker. We were all just part of the attraction. Imagine this. Everything you know about life, the universe, and your daily routine is just part of a grand, intergalactic spectacle designed for the amusement of an extraterrestrial audience. Earth, with its mountains, oceans, cities, and even our wild, unpredictable human behavior, is simply a theme park exhibit, and we're the main attraction. The roller coasters? That's your average hurricane. The terrifying drop? Oh, that's just a global pandemic. And the daily thrill ride? That's just the way we humans act when we're trying to figure out how to make it through the day. Welcome to Earthland, the universe's most exciting and bizarre amusement park. Picture this. One morning you wake up, glance out the window, and something feels off. The birds are chirping, the traffic is buzzing, but there's a strange hum in the air, like the entire planet is vibrating with some hidden, cosmic energy. You don't know it yet, but the moment you step outside, you're stepping onto the set of an intergalactic reality show. Everything from the towering skyscrapers to the quiet suburban streets, all meticulously crafted by alien park designers who've been watching over us for eons, tweaking our environment to keep the ride interesting. Our entire history, every war, every invention, every heartbreak, and every triumph, it's all been designed to keep the audience entertained. They tune in from across the stars, observing, analyzing, laughing, and sometimes even pulling strings to make things more dramatic. The Great Wall of China? A perfect photo op. The Eiffel Tower? A selfie station for their extraterrestrial visitors. But how does this work, you ask? Well, the aliens are just like us, only they've mastered the art of intergalactic travel and entertainment. Earth, to them, is just like a giant zoo or theme park, a massive cosmic game where they can watch different species interact, experience emotion, and test out scenarios that would be impossible back on their own home planets. You think your life's a bit of a roller coaster ride? Try being part of a centuries-long social experiment with no idea you're on the ride of your life. The aliens have likely created simulations where they can mix and match variables to create different outcomes. What would happen if a world of intelligent beings discovered fire? What if the pursuit of love and power went unchecked for millennia? They watch as we try to answer these questions, all while we're blissfully unaware that we're under observation. Now, imagine the ripple effect of this realization. You, sitting in your living room, glance up at the night sky, and suddenly, everything changes. That distant moon? It's not just a moon, it's part of the park's aesthetic, placed just so for the perfect ambience. That shooting star you wish on? It's not a star at all, but an alien drone zipping through the atmosphere, checking in on its assigned human subject, making sure you're behaving according to the preset script of your life. The occasional UFO sighting? Oh, that's just the aliens getting bored and deciding to stir up some excitement. They're just making sure their guests stay entertained. A crop circle? No, that's just the work of a bored park employee, creating a new art installation for the aliens to laugh about later. But if this is the case, how do we function in this park? Do we have any say in the game? Or are we just puppets in an elaborate cosmic drama? Sure, there are conspiracy theorists who claim the government is hiding the truth, but what if they've known all along? Imagine the absurdity of this truth slowly dawning on us. You walk into work one day, and suddenly, all your coworkers are looking at you like they know something you don't. Maybe someone in HR hands you a pamphlet titled, "Welcome to Earthland, your guide to being part of the attraction." You laugh it off at first, until you see that weird blinking sign in the sky, like a refresh button on the universe itself, signaling a new season of the aliens' favorite show. That's right, folks. The aliens are gearing up for their next round of real-world entertainment, and they're going to shake things up. A new scenario might be activated, a pandemic, a world war, or heck, a sudden wave of good fortune for everyone. The aliens thrive on unpredictability, and the more dramatic, the better. It's their version of a season finale. But the real question is, do we know it's all a show? If we found out, would it change anything for us? Would we still go to work, raise families, and live out our daily routines, or would we embrace chaos, knowing it's all just part of the performance? Some might go full rebel, You can't control me, alien overlords. And try to escape the park, even though it's probably impossible. Others might give up entirely, leaning into the absurdity of it all. You might see humans putting on their own shows, creating drama, plotting twists and turns like they're auditioning for a role in the next big season. But here's the thing. Would you change how you live your life if you knew you were part of a cosmic amusement park? Would you still try to be good, kind, and noble? Or would you start misbehaving just to keep things interesting for the alien audience? And let's not forget the alien tourists themselves. Have you ever thought about how they experience Earthland? Imagine the kinds of rides they'd have, special viewing pods that let them experience the human experience up close and personal without the risks of actually getting involved. Maybe they pop in during a particularly dramatic moment of history, like the moon landing, and just watch, munching on their alien popcorn, completely entertained by our species' attempts at reaching the stars. Or maybe they observe our daily lives, and they're just fascinated by our ability to eat and sleep and laugh and cry, as though we're living out the greatest game of Sim Earth ever. But here's the wild part. What if we're not the only ones? What if the entire universe is just one giant series of amusement parks, with different planets and species being used as attractions for alien tourists? Maybe there's a whole network of amusement parks out there, each one more bizarre and complex than the last. The aliens are collecting us like souvenirs, fascinated by our unique cultures, behaviors, and unpredictable outcomes. And maybe, just maybe, you're the star of the show. You're the unpredictable, wild card in the grand intergalactic ride. So, now that you've got your mind wrapped around the idea that Earth is just a giant amusement park for aliens, here's the ultimate question. If you found out tomorrow that your whole life was just a cosmic performance, would it make you act any differently? Would you embrace the chaos? Or would you try to make the most out of your role in the greatest theme park in the universe? Let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more of these what-if adventures. Who knows what we'll uncover next? Maybe we'll discover the alien food court,